Good morning, students. This is Professor Kiran Poddar, Angadi Institute of Technology and Management, Belagavi. Let us discuss one example on formation of a partial differential equation by eliminating arbitrary function. Already we solved few examples by eliminating arbitrary function, but this is something different one because here there are two different functions available in a given example. So this is the unique example we can say. So what I do here, I'll write what is the uniqueness in this example. The uniqueness is what? In this example, there are two different arbitrary functions available. Two different arbitrary functions available. Okay. So then what to do? When there are two different arbitrary functions available, then we need to go for second order partial derivatives. Partial derivatives. This is for sure. Please keep it in mind. When there are two different functions available in a given equation and we need to construct a partial differential equation out of it, then 100% we need to go for second order partial differential equations or else partial derivatives. Then when we need second order, up till second order, what all the things will come in that one? To construct a second order partial differential equation with respect to x, automatically first we need to go through first order with respect to x. Similarly with respect to y also. So we need differentiation of this z with respect to x once again, with respect to y then once again, then total 4 derivatives. Then one more derivative we will be getting, that is also a second order partial derivative, and that is also called as mixed partial derivative. Okay, so we need to take total 5 derivatives. So first we will construct those only, then out of those derivatives we will try to get a solution. So very first what I do, I'll call it as equation number 1. Then differentiating differentiate this equation 1 with respect to x. Then what we get? We'll be getting dou z by dou x, which is nothing but p. That is equal to differentiation of this equation number 1 with respect to x. So y constant, differentiation of f of x will be f dash of x. Then when we keep f of x constant and differentiation of y with respect to x will be 0. Plus, if we keep x common and differentiation of pi of y with respect to x will be 0, and when we keep pi of y constant and differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. So this is equation number 2. Similarly, let us differentiate equation number 1 with respect to y. If we differentiate it with respect to y, we will be getting dou z by dou y, which is nothing but q. That is equal to, if we keep y common and differentiation of f of x with respect to y will be 0. So f of x common and differentiation of y with respect to y will be 1. Plus, keep x constant and differentiation of pi of y with respect to y will be pi dash of y. And when we keep pi of y common and differentiation of x with respect to y will be 0. So this I'll be calling it as equation number 3. Okay, then to get second order with respect to x, already first order with respect to x is available. So what I do, I'll differentiate equation number 2 with respect to x. Then it becomes dou square z by dou x square is equal to, differentiating this once again with respect to x, dou square z by dou x square is equal to, and for this what the notation we have chosen in the beginning, r. This will be r. Then y common, differentiation of f dash will be f double dash of x, vice versa 0, plus differentiation of pi of y with respect to x will be 0. So this is equation number 4. Similarly, differentiating equation number 2 with respect to y. Why it is required? Because we need to go with mixed derivative also. So what is that? Either you differentiate equation number 2 with respect to y because it is already been differentiated with respect to x, or differentiate equation number 3 with respect to x, because already it is differentiated with respect to y. Therefore, I'll choose equation number 2. I am going to differentiate this equation number 2, that is dou z by dou x with respect to y. Then we will be getting dou square z by dou x dou y. The notation for this is yes. So let us differentiate this with respect to y. So keep y common and differentiation of f dash of x with respect to y will be 0. Then keep f dash of x common and differentiation of y with respect to y will be 1. Okay. Plus differentiation of this pi of y with respect to y is equal to pi dash of y. So I call it as equation number 5. Next, second order derivative with respect to y is required. Therefore, let us differentiate equation number 3 with respect to y once again. Then we will be getting differentiation of equation number 3 with respect to y will be dou square z by dou y square. So notation for this is t. Okay. Then differentiate this with respect to what? With respect to y. Then we will be getting differentiation of f of x with respect to y will be 0. Then x common, differentiation of pi dash of y with respect to y will be pi double dash. So x into pi double dash of y, and vice versa it will be 0. So I call it as equation number 6. Okay. Now in each and every example where we get more than one function, where we'll be getting two functions, then one thing you do, first straight away go with all these p, q, r, s, t. Differentiate with respect to x once again, with respect to y up to second layer, then mixed derivative. So total 5 derivatives you do. Then you will get an idea what to do and how to construct a differential equation, partial differential equation after eliminating arbitrary functions. Then if you see all these equations, 5 results, then we get something in our mind, that is from equation number 2 what we do. From equation number 2 we'll try to get something, that is f dash of x equal to something. So what we get, if you modify this equation number 2, then what we will be getting, f dash of y into f dash of x is equal to p minus pi of y. Then send this y to the other end, then it becomes divided by y. This is one result what we got. Then similarly from equation number 3, let us try to get pi dash of y. So x into pi dash of y is equal to q minus pi dash of, so what it will be, q minus f of x divided by x. Okay, so we got pi dash of x and f dash of x. Then what we do, we'll substitute this f dash of x and pi dash of x y value in any of the equation to get a solution. I choose this is the better equation where we can substitute pi dash of x and f dash of x values easily to get a solution of yes in equation number 5. Then equation of number 5 becomes what it becomes. What is equation number 5? S is equal to f dash of x, that is nothing but p minus pi of y divided by y, plus pi dash of y, that is nothing but q minus f of x divided by x. Fine. So simplify this. When we simplify this result, we'll come to know what will be the solution. So s is equal to, if we take the simplification as x into y, then x into this p minus pi of y plus y into q minus f of x. Fine. Simplify. Then it becomes s into xy. Take it to the other end. Then here you take a group multiplication. So it becomes x into p minus x into pi of y plus y into q minus y into f of x. Therefore, this is xy into s is equal to, this is equal to then x into p plus y into q. I'll take first. Then minus of this, so we take minus common. Then it becomes x into pi of y plus y into f of x. This is the bracket now. But if you see, this bracket is nothing but the given equation. Y into f of x plus x into pi of y is nothing but z. Therefore, from equation number 1, substitute that equation number 1 in 7. I call it as equation number 7 now. Okay. So if you substitute in equation number 7, so this bracket is nothing but z. So this value you substitute. Therefore, we get xy into s is equal to xp plus yq minus z. Or else xys, take this z to the other end, it becomes plus z, which is nothing but xp plus yq. So this is the required equation. Either you can write this is the required partial differential equation like this, or else you can write it like x into y. S is nothing but, what is the notation for S? S is nothing but dou square z by dou x dou y. Dou square z by dou x dou y plus z, which is equal to x into p is nothing but dou z by dou x plus y into q is nothing but dou z by dou y. So this becomes a required partial differential equation. Thank you.